Alright, hey everybody. I was going to do a little different video this time around and do a talk through of a recent session of my dry fire training. So just going to do a few drills. The main point being just to kind of go over what I'm looking at when I review these videos and kind of what I'm thinking and doing in my own training, so maybe you guys can draw the similarities or get some ideas perhaps. So here it goes. First thing I'm working on is the draw. Typically I'll start my dry fire sessions with several minutes on the draw itself. I usually start with 80 par time and kind of work down from there. So some things I'm looking for mainly to start off with are my hands are moving at the same time. As soon as the buzzer goes off, right hand is going straight to the gun, left hand's going just below the chest to meet the other hand. Usually I like to have my support hand kind of waiting there for a split second. So I'm moving both hands at the same time, maybe moving my support hand slightly faster to get it in position and ready to meet the gun and form the grip. The other thing I'm looking for is the consistency of my grip. That's the main thing here. I want to make sure, and you can see right there is an issue right off the bat. I'm trying to push too hard and coming up on the beaver tail. But I'm looking for my grip to come together and be nice and firm. Before I'm indexing that gun, I want the grip squeezing all the way out, and I want to see the sights still on the target when I finish my index. So grip's coming together, squeezing, done. And there shouldn't be any dip or any deviation in the sight picture once it's presented out there. So and I'm just looking to kind of feel automatic on this one. You can see here I've pushed the timer down to 70. That's usually as far as I'll push it, unless I'm feeling real lucky. I figure a 70 in dry fire is usually adds up to about a second in live fire, which is, if I can get a second draw on live fire every stage, I'm happy. So again, this is just a different angle, and I changed up my point of aim to the head box on this target. It's super close, but I'm trying to keep it in that credit card A zone area, so I'm being really disciplined on presenting the gun out there in a steady motion so that sight isn't wobbling, and as soon as I see it on there, I'm capable of breaking that shot. So I think this in total was right around 6 or 7 minutes between the three positions. The first session of the draw was a little bit further out. It was like I'd say like a simulated 10 or 15 yards maybe. And then these two are much closer. So, and that's, again, once I start trying to push too hard, I end up getting these mistakes to happen, and I just reset and get going. Don't spend too much time thinking about it. Just figure out what you're doing wrong and change it. Okay, second drill here in this session was the triple bill drill. This is good for gun handling skills, for performing under tension, and kind of a controlled rush, I guess, or a controlled speed drill. There's a lot of quick things happening. You're trying to rip out a quick draw, get these fast splits on your first, the first 6 shots, get a really quick reload, get another 6 shots, reload, and finish with another 6 shots. So first things first is a good draw has got to happen for this to come together right. So you got to put some emphasis on taking a chance and pushing a fast draw. Once you get that out there, it's controlled, using that grip, that firm support hand grip to take care of the most of the recoil control, so you can move that firing hand freely. And as soon as that's done, you ripping a quick reload as quick as you can, and still have consistency. You don't want to get one really good one and then fumble the second one. So here I'm making sure the hands are coming together, the grip's good, ripping off the first 6 shots, get that reload done, trying to get that mag in before the other one hits the floor, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as long as I can get 2 pretty quick. I was happy with this. This is a good, like I said, a good drill for practicing gun manipulations under tension, because I'm trying to make a pretty quick par time here, I think of 5.5 seconds. So that's draw, 6 shots, reload, another 6 shots, reload, and then a final 6 shots in 5.5 seconds. That was pushing it for me, with still seeing solid, still sights. Not really compromising the shooting. That was a good pushing pace for me, and I definitely induced some mistakes, and throughout the session corrected them, and ended up finding a pretty good pace here. There was some that I got faster than that, that I beat the par time on pretty considerably, but I didn't really feel that those were repeatable. Those were kind of a hope and prayer thing. And then on to the last thing is some position exit movement practice. It's pretty difficult in this shoebox garage that I have here to practice any movement that's relatable to USPSA and what we do during a stage or a practice. I think in total I have about 3.5, maybe 4 lunging steps. Yeah, maybe 3.5 at the most. So I'm focusing on just one of the elements. I'd love to be able to do an exit and an entry, but right here I'm focusing on just the exit. And the main thing I'm trying to do right now in my practice is when I exit the position, I tend to lift up my back foot and change my body direction, which is incorrect and wasted energy. So what I'm trying to do is keep that back foot planted and just shove off of it, not move it, not drop step it, not lift it up to change the direction of it. Just dig in and shove off that back foot. And I think these are maybe some earlier runs, because these look like this is what I'm trying to avoid, this little half step. And you can tell my body stays kind of upright even as I come out of position. I want to be digging down and moving as fast as I can. So there was a point here where I stepped back and really kind of evaluated, what I was trying to do here, and I like that. That was a little bit better. And like I said, it's the other thing I was trying to focus on was finishing with my weight distributed evenly, rather than having to bleed off that momentum coming into the other position and being kind of tall and awkward off to one side. So anyway, the main focus, like I said, is that big first step, pushing, get some good speed built up. Let's see here. Good posture for that step and draw. Not really leaning too far out. And then as soon as the shooting's over, lunging out with that first step. Get 2 good strides, then kind of pitter-patter into the final position. I'd like to stay a little bit lower than that. I didn't really want to extend up because I didn't need to, but I'm going to probably work that on its own. So that'll be something else I can kind of take away from the training today. But I want to keep working this so that it becomes automatic, so I don't have to step away, think about it. Oh yeah, I need to be doing this. I want to know to do this automatically, just like everything else. So that's going to take time and practice and all that good stuff. So that was it. That was a good, I don't know, I'd say that was probably like a 45-minute session. that I just pulled some basic clips out of. So I don't know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't too much rambling. This is new for me, so if you guys have any questions on the drills or anything at all, just put them down in the comments, and I'm always happy to help and respond. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.